night had 13 points. Screen, Herter, first shot,
Dave shot the ball incredibly well.
Mentioned he had the 17 rebounds. Bonus, 3-ball, King.
So much more elevation on the...
It's a near steal instead. Zubac, Paul George, his first shot attempt.
His dedication on defense.
How about
point that he is ready to lead this.
Setting the screen on George. Box get
on opening night. You see him defensively right here.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive transition. Sweeping to the right. Domas. Contact. Knowing Domas the way we do as Fox looking for a second three. Or a senior. It's his way. Zubac's a read.
They are getting it into the paint before they kick it.
Reggie Jackson tees up.
With that injury managed.
He's open in the corner. They missed him. Sabonis.
Game. Just saying, you know, last year his...
Jackson full court. Herter looking for a three. A near turnover shot clock. Corner triple. Reggie Jackson.
Wide open three.
Sabonis. KZ left open. Corner.
Something that Mike Brown talked to him about.
Sabonis gets a breather. Fox getting into
3-point attempts tonight, but he wants it to come.
What do you think about this lineup? Looks like key.
An interesting matchup with Herter on.
Here in the first. Here's Norman Powell from the Clippers. Luke Kennard, 3 catching. Kings unable to
score more reliably tonight.
Looking for Holmes. Keegan, his first shot. They're all knotted up at 21.
Get to stop the next possession and make sure you...
Man, this Clippers team kind of smoking. 3-ball.
You mentioned a small lineup.
Kennard, mid-range. Paul George dives on Nick Batum. Open for the Clippers team and all the experience they have. Fine on the inside.
Great job.
On the inside. George, tough side. Sabonis, jump hook.
Row just right around the rim for him.
Kennard, 3-ball, top of the key. Keegan, baseline. Look at.
He has proven, you saw his resume. It means that that is in his character, and that
really humbled him on the dribble drive. Tough.
Biggest adjustment, just in physicality.
Drive, working against Sabonis. Oh,
to be an extra defender.
Keegan, 3, yes!
Your first NBA game.
Monk hanging, turning the corner. Oh, leaves it.
Pointing it out.
Well, I think you said it like defender, but it is. It's just minute intelligent player, and I know with the defensive minded minute system, and it didn't really kick in and new understanding. This team is trying to build a foundation.
Game right now after that Sabonis. But how long does it take to?
You already see. Okay, there's somebody in a culture.
You know, in terms of rating last season.
The categories were in the top 5. This is the area that Mike Brown.
3.7% from skates. Step back.
Lineup. Davion struggled in the open.
Working against Kennard.
The head nod, right? Keegan certainly has the length and affected by the learning process.
PG just taking his time. Shot clock down to 10. TD has to get it up. Top of the key. 3. Couldn't miss during pregame. Going to a strong hand. Off night. Oh my God. Telling his guys keep moving. David. And they leave Paul George wide the other night too. As Harrison Barber.
Tomorrow in LA, which is why.
That's back 3. That's a tough shot right there. Back out to a wide open.
Important for this second unit. This
scores for the Kings with 8.
There's so much.
Vegas thinks this Clippers team
important. I was really impressed. Yeah, I think they are one of the favorites.
Fox playing with his
house was moving, and so yeah, you can
look at that Herter triple the curl. Debut 6 3-pointer.
Is your time to cash in.
First one.
He missed his first, then he was 6.
Fox lefty. Powell, tough shot. Leonard, but the dude that shows up
without him. Shot.
Break 10-0.
Well, and he's upset because of the foul.
He drives baseline. Look at him, get up. PG made Kawhi Leonard.
You know, I know what he does on the defensive end.
Looking for trying to guard Marcus Morris Sr. Much better here in this second up. Herter, step back.
Get into a shot in so many different.
For Sacramento run, George.
I'm on the clock.
Fox, step back. Spin cycle. Right hand. For it in the post against Fox. He's up to 21.
And that's a tough.
Sabonis. Fox get top by one. Jackson.
And a clean look, really. And so they need to focus in on limits.
Getting to the 10 for Kevin Herter. Triple. Zubats off. Left wide open. As Powell. First win this season as more
On the floor, get into offense.
the other night.
Yeah.
How well do you know the team? Points. All right. 5 o'clock as
But in a close game,
to Paul George.
you gotta maybe start
Get the early call here in the third. With the steal.
not
Swipe
enough spacing. They're not running their
there by Sabonis. Stayed with the Sabonis muscling.
First 5 minutes of this third quarter, so I just didn't.
you know, when you look at what Paul George is doing, something to change it up.
Or with the ball that he's definitely in rhythm.
As Sabonis. In a point. Zubats. Little spin move. Zubats fresh off a new contract. So far, that's bargain basement.
Oh,
for a
yeah.
start. Little mid-range.
Mid-range, pull up is
Who finds Batum with the strong hand. Working on Paul. As Kennard. Kick out. Malik. 3. Kennard.
it's probably, I know that you're being sagged off,
Better job taking care of the ball tonight.
or he was being careful.
So it'll be Clippers ball. Paul George back.
Play to just lull everyone to
As Harrison Barnes gets the
alley-oop action from Batum to
9 of 18. Going to dribble drive. Going to a
NBA because of his ability to guard one huge number of looks, but he's fine.
And soon from rooms you aren't even in.
10 of 20, Katie. That's 10 points. George. Barnes being aggressive. But what about what you're seeing from Harrison?
It's a shift between last year, and I think as a player,
Forcing George to give it up. Covington.
the moment you reach your hands in,
Dribble drive. Off the
how to get to the basket and score. First real action of a
as a twin brother Chris for a 2-for-1. Barnes.
a small lineup in. You're giving them a free chance here.
Davion being harassed
You got
here.
to give it up here.
On the dribble drive, nice little find. Mitchell, shot clock at 3. Kennard going right to bump for it. Keegan, high arc.
We'll get you an open look.
Jackson.
Oh.
First trip to the free throw. Let me just say, I love this. Floor for Sacramento. Sabonis on the switch out. Reggie shoots up those 6 fouls.
I would use them best
6.
be here in the fourth.
Man,
Scores able to check in, so
check back in as Davis. Here's Covington putting it on the deck here. Rashawn Holmes here on the dribble drive, touch the paint. Fouls
are going to get up in you.
Oh, miscommunication. Fox.
Took it all the way to the rim.
Bag gets right to the back. As Barnes near line.
I mean, he gets
Fox trying to put
on this end.
That's a tough shot. Paul
Imposing his will on this game. On
George, Paul George going right back at him. No. Keegan Murray. Man, one more time. HB, no.
and responding to, listen.
Dribble drive, little fade away. Oh my God. To secure your spot. Fun.
Yeah, I didn't get to see your.
To the score twice. He's come away with it. Here's over to Barnes. Barnes going up. Look at Keegan fighting with on the ISO against Keegan. Trying to breathe. Guarding Paul George. Keegan. George. 3-ball. Top of the key. Right.
Faith that shows that Mike matters.
Back to Covington. 3-ball rim. Herter. 3-ball. Yeah.
He says.
Fox. And
Heavy lifting tonight.
George set the in. Keep George. Powell. Aaron. Step back. Yeah.
That shot like it was 4 minutes into the first.
Knox with the help. George. Step back 3. Paul. Out of UCLA. Looking to make it a 2-possession.
To let them go. You got to get it up the floor quick.
And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. But either way, for both teams. George calling for it in the post against Fox. Quarter. He's up to 21.
And that's a tough
Steal in transition. Sabonis.
Happened right in front of the official.
Fox. Get team. Kings back on top by one. Jackson
Gets himself a triple and a clean look, really. Multiple possessions in a row, and so they need to focus in on limp.
Here comes Fox. Getting to it. Shot clock down to 10 for Kevin Herter. Triple. Zubats off. Fox. Left wide open. That's Powell. KZ, corner three. Kings looking for their first win this season as Morris.
Saw him hollering at them to get down the floor, get into offense. And Beast.
Yeah, the Bosnian Beast the other night.
Yeah.
How well do you know the team? It's a bonus. 8 points. Pre-game tomorrow at 5 o'clock as
Tough one. But in a close game,
the rebound. Right back to Paul George.
they've got going, though. That's the thing. I mean, you got to maybe start.
Keegan Murray set to get the early call here in the third.
Facing just
Fox with the steal.
There's too much dribbling going on. There's not enough spacing. They're not running.
Oh, nice defense there by Sabonis. Stayed with the. Thought about 2 for $1 instead. Sabonis muscling.
First half and 3 turnovers in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter. So I just did what I was going, but him.
Yeah, I know. You know, when you look at what Paul George is doing, he looks, whether you're switching, trapping, something to change it up.
He's hot right now. You can see by the way he's just playing with the ball that he's definitely in rhythm.
Has 28 as Sabonis.
% from the free throw line.
Luke Kennard running a point. Screen guarded by Keegan Murray. Zubats, little spin move.
Developed and improved.
Zubats fresh off a new contract. And based on his play so far, that's bargain basement.
Oh, yeah.
Keegan. Little mid-range.
Going to be whether it's his outside shot, mid-range, pull-up.
All right, they're looking down low to Zubats, who finds Batum with the Fox, strong hand, working up Fox up to 23. As Kennard onto the spin, the hang, the kick out. Malik, 3. Foul. Kennard.
And that's probably, I know that you're being sagged off.
Turnovers the other night, doing a much better job taking care of the ball tonight.
On himself to make sure he was being careful.
This with the whistle. So it'll be Clippers ball. Paul George, 30.
The misdirection on that play to just lull everyone to.
Out of a timeout as Harrison Barnes gets the
play right there. Nice backdoor, little alley-oop action from Batum to
Sacramento, 9 of 18. Kennard on the dribble drive. Going to
one of the most underrated players in the NBA because of his ability to guard one. And he's really not getting a huge number of looks, but he's fine.
Crowded rooms.
Claro que sí.
And soon from rooms you aren't even in.
The free throw shooting tonight, 10 of 20, Katie. That's 10 points. George.
That defense.
Barnes being aggressive.
Stomach.
But what about what you're seeing from Harrison?
From him, and again, it's a shift between last year, some looks and some offense. And I think as a player,
look at that defense, forcing George to give it up. Covington.
Lead with your chest, lead with your chest. The moment you reach your hands in.
HBCU. Keegan on the dribble drive. Off the
switched, and they're still able to figure out how to get to the basket and score. But this is his first real action of a regular.
In high school. Has a twin brother, Chris.
Be out to start the fourth as well.
Chance for a 2-for-1. Barnes.
In essence, kind of have a small lineup in, and fouling, you're giving them a free chance here.
Shot clock down to 3. Davion. That third period as Keegan being harassed here.
You got to give it up here.
By for Davion. TD. On the dribble drive, nice little find up. Here's Murray. Mitchell, shot clock at 3. Out, guarding Kennard. Kennard going right, down. Sabonis calling for it. Keegan, high.
To me and work off of me. I will get you an open look.
Davion locking up Reggie Jackson.
Oh.
First trip to the free throw. Let me just say I love this. Any day of the week. Murray and TD on the floor for Sacramento. Davion using that body. Sabonis on the switch out. Reggie had to get you in a uniform. Use up those 6 fouls.
Oh, I would use them back.
Point range. Still down by 6.
Play through some physicality here in the 4th.
Man.
And Paul George has come to the scores table to check in. So
here comes Fox set to check back in as Davis. This Clippers team up by 6. Here's Covington putting it on the deck. So let's set the table here. Rashawn Holmes defense here. Herder on the dribble drive, touch the paint. Back
on the floor right now for the Clippers are going to get up in you, the Kings.
Oh, miscommunication there underneath. Fox.
And Fox put on the Jets and took it all the way to the rim.
Jackson trying to get in his bag. Gets right to the back. As Barnes near Fox one more time.
I mean, he gets into the paint.
Fox trying to put.
That's going to matter, though, if they can't get stops on this end.
That's a tough shot, Paul.
Now he's at the free throw line. He is imposing his will on this game.
Paul George as HB going right back at him. No game. 6 minutes left. Keegan Murray. Man, one more time.
Step ahead of that.
HB, no.
This is a little bit of kind of freelancing and responding to, listen for this team.
On the dribble drive, little fadeaway.
Happy Keegan Murray Day.
Oh my God. Back, visit kings.com/tickets to secure your spot.
Halloween party.
That was fun.
I didn't get to see your
functions. Had to run to the store twice. Kings come away with it. They swing the ball over to Barnes. Barnes going up.
It was a nice offensive possession.
Look at Keegan fighting with. And here it is. Paul George on the ISO against Keegan, trying to put
side rotation by
Keegan.
Thomas.
3. There he is. Guarding Paul George on an island. Keegan, George, player movement. Herder, 3 ball, top of the key, right there, check Paul George.
And how about the faith that shows that Mike, the course of the game, because this is when it matters.
George with 36, back to Covington, 3 ball rim.
Falls down.
Now, swallowed up, Herder, 3 ball. Yeah!
Chest, which is what Mike Brown constantly says.
Fox. And
doing a lot of heavy lifting tonight.
At Golden 1 center. George set the in.
And look at him turning him.
Yeah, they ran the doubles at George. Powell. De'Aaron, step back. Yeah, no need to foul.
He hit that shot like it was 4 minutes into the first.
Guarding George. Fox with the help. Barnes guarding George. Step back 3. Powell. 8th-year man out of UCLA looking to make it a 2-possession.
Might use the timeout, but if he is of the mind to let them go, you got to get it up the floor quick.
Fox. And that'll do it, ladies. Take a look at this to see whether or not it counts. But either way.